Hello, everyone, and welcome to another horrific game. I'm joined once again by our friends at Brotherhood of the Dice and Infinite Monkey Tales as we play Revenants of the Black Gate, a Mork Borg adventure by us, the MÖRK Games. This is a pitch black apocalyptic fantasy about lost souls and fools seeking redemption, forgiveness, or the last remaining riches in a bleak and dying world. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to check out our friends' channels and show them support. Links are in the description. And without further ado, I hand you over to our GM, Lee. I think
Welcome,
we
everybody.
fluffed things up. I think that's the best way to describe it, eh? We
Oh,
had a
yeah,
plan didn't work.
Yeah, things aren't going so great, but this is a pitch black apocalyptic world, so they're not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, I guess. But based on your shenanigans so far, you've made it to the dark city of Schleswig, the ruined, decaying city, where you've encountered quite a few people that are kind of oppressed and downtrodden by the local guards and the local, obviously the king from this area. And they seem to be doing their utmost to tax the people to within an inch of their life and keep them downtrodden. You started inquiring about the man that you've been tasked with killing and feeding his own family to him, Creator, the head of the guards. You've found that he's based in a stockade as part of it, like a guard location that's near to the edge of the city. And this old stockade is based on a mortuary, if you recall, and it's built on the side of like a hillside as part of the city, and on its, if you're looking at it, on its left runs like an old barge canal system that used to take the poor bodies down the hill and ship the more noble bodies up to be buried in their respective areas of the city. Really, if you're rich, you get a more prominent place with maybe some statues and stuff like that, and if you're poor, well, maybe you get buried outside the gates, something like that. So you found the area, you staked it out, and you waited until night, if you recall, and then you encountered a festival, and you saw the guards wandering around with flaming torches, and you decided to use it to your advantage and came up with a daring plan to get inside this stockade. But it's resulted in being stuck up a shit pipe and Andy being spotted on the canal side, and
no, we went up to
Sigsvar and Brother Tetanus have been shot at by crossbows from the guards on the guard towers, who are definitely raising the alarm.
I think you'll find I've not only been shot at, I've actually been shot. It's a very important difference.
And
Brother arrow catcher.
I was actually climbing up the pipe with what's his face? I was behind him up the pipe. We're halfway up there.
Brother Ohm.
That's it.
Okay.
That's
okay. Well, I don't think you were in the pipe because he'd climbed down and got in. But you are with him. You're down there. I'll shift you a bit further down to emphasize that. If you see him, he's there in the pipe.
Yeah.
On the little map. So we are currently in combat. Is that the other things to note from last session? Sigsvar met a strange old woman who was looking for a daughter, Veresi, and she was blind, and she seemed to know him. And the other thing to note as well is that Brother Tetanus realized that His body was covered in sores. So we will start the music.
We've got to start headbanging now.
Good.
Yeah, I reviewed a Heavier Trip 2 nights ago. It was absolutely epic.
Nice. So, yes, there's 4 of you there. And we will unpause.
We've got cloud of dust following Brother Tetanus.
What was that, sorry?
There should be a cloud of dust following Brother Tetanus. He was running away, weren't he?
I've been shot in the arm.
He was. Yeah, he's miles away from you on the other side of the map. So I will roll initiative. And then we will see. Oh, so it's the Despicable Heroes first. So you get to decide what you do. So you should hopefully see yourselves on the map. There, Sigsvar and Brother Tetanus are in front of like the stockade wall.
No, I'm up in the. Remember, I'm up in the tower because I just missed a sword swipe from one of the guards.
Oh, you were climbing the wall, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm actually in the first tower where one of the guards is unconscious and the other one swiped a sword and missed. So
there you go. Yeah, my apologies. I've put you there now. So
I've been holding on that moment for 2 weeks.
It's a good job you've got a better memory than me. Yes, you were. I do recall that now. So I've put you on the battlement kind of thing. So you're there. So it's you guys to decide what you want to do.
Well, as the kind gentleman swung a sword at me, I think that's only right that I swing a battle axe back at him before I get shot with a crossbow from the other side when they start taking aim.
That is perfectly fine. So you can attack. He has got armor minus D4. He's wearing chainmail.
Oh, lovely. It doesn't matter because I just swish at him.
Okay.
I blow some air his direction with the swishing of the axe.
That's Brother.
He just caught me as I was basically climbing up, so I managed to, by going back and making a wild swing, don't really land anywhere.
So
isn't with us. Can I borrow his armor and his weapon?
Right. Let me. Right. Okay. So you've gone. So right, Brother Tetanus, what would you like to do?
No, let's make sure I'm as far away from the range of those crossbows as possible, and then examine my wounds.
Yeah, you. If you remember, you can't cast that that thing for the rest of the day because you almost had an insanely bad catastrophic effect.
No, I certainly did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So you can. You can move.
Another purple dimensional.
That's right. So at the moment, you can see in front of you a Sigsvar going quite berserk on the battlements, swinging his battle axe as the soldier is kind of fending him off, and he's shouting at the top of his voice, "Help! Help!"
Well, the guard or Sigsvar?
Certainly the
That'll be me next turn.
I shall play my bone flute to try to drown out his cries.
All right. So you're kind of retreating off out of range.
I am very badly injured.
Right. Okay.
And there's very little I can do without any magic. Certainly from down here.
You can, if you choose, you can leave combat and enter the city, or you can stay.
No, I'm not going to desert them.
Okay.
I'm just, you know, I'm there rooting for them from the background. Go on, Stigmar, go on.
Well, I'm bleeding profusely and in quite a bit of pain from a crossbow bolt through you. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Pain is my constant companion.
Not a problem. Right. So, Olsvar, you are down at the docks. You can see the legs of sticking out of this tunnel as the guards at the top are kind of pointing their lantern down at you, shouting at you.
Would it be willing, or would it be like brother is kind of injured, so would he be willing to relinquish his armor and his weapon?
You obsessed with armor.
Yeah.
He's not. He's kind of like grunting and trying to push his way through.
It's like a bit of a fight. Have you considered taking off all of your armor right now?
How am I going to get past him? I can't get past him.
You might have to dive in the water and push him or something like that. It's up to you. I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm saying that's an option. But they're certainly shouting down at you.
Yep. I can't really see us from there, can they? There's a torch there and they can't really see much of us. I'm going to call up the waste disposal pipe.
Okay, you cannot get up it because he's stuck in it right now.
Well, I'm going to pull him down now.
He's like, help me! God, it stinks! Oh.
I'm going to pull him down because I need to get up there.
Right. The only way to do that, it's like the wall of a canal. So the only way to get to him really is to get down that wall to the pipe. So you're either hanging on the wall or you dive into the canal, swim up and pull yourself up to the pipe.
Yeah, well, I'll do that then.
Right. Okay. Right. No problem. You splash into this disgustingly foul water that's quite stagnant and stinks very, very bad. And start kind of accidentally swallowing it because it's freezing as well. It takes your breath, and as it does, you get a good mouthful of it and start being sick in your own mouth as you're pulling yourself up to him. But you will get to him next turn. No problem. In the meantime, however, the guards understand that you're not going to stop. So one of them shoots at you with his crossbow. And I want you to make a defense. And it's versus... When it will load up, it's versus... D8, but you get. I will give you a +4 to that check because you're in the water, you're miles away. It's quite hard to hit. So it's only difficulty 8 to dodge.
Oof.
And it shoots straight in the head.
That's all right. It's going to be a very quick session, isn't it?
Stop swimming towards
So
the
you
arrows. You meant to avoid them, not jumping into them.
Jump into them, that's just
It actually grazes the side of your temple as you're in the water, but it actually rips some of your skin off, and you can feel the sting of it as it pings off your crown.
Oh god.
If you hadn't been wearing your crown, maybe maybe it'd have missed you, or maybe, just maybe, it'd have stabbed you straight in the head. The other one starts shouting, "Open the gates! Open the gates!" And you hear from, certainly Brother Tetanus hears, from in front of the stockade, you can hear a clunking, like as if some kind of heavy plank is being slid apart and moved.
Why are they open the gate? Everyone's inside. Are they trying to escape? Are there like reinforcements from other stockades coming or something? Well, they haven't like rung a bell or anything, have they? Just.
Well, the guards on the guard tower are constantly shouting, but I think they did ring a bell last time. Yeah. So that's the end of the round. They're not doing anything else. So next round, it is your turns again.
All right. Let's have another wee swing at my chum on the guard tower.
Okay. You go for it.
Oh, come on, the flash.
Have you got any omens? Remember omens?
No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
That's just. I've turned into a wimp. Just pathetic.
It's looking quite bad. Okay.
Eventually, the people in the other guard tower are going to turn around, and then it's going to be 3 against 1.
Yeah. You bring your like battle axe up to give him a hefty swing, and as you do, he kind of like punches you in the stomach, taking the thing out of your sails, and as you double over, he grabs hold of both your arms, and you kind of wrestle him with the axe, so you'll not be able to attack again without like an opposed strength to break free. You'll have to break free of the grip first. And he kind of like looks at you through gritted teeth, and he says, "I'm gonna shank you, you ugly bastard."
We'll see. We will see.
Right. What's Trousers doing? Not Trousers. Brother Tetanus. Still waiting, yeah.
So I guess forgot. I mean, I guess examining my wound for a start. Does it look like the arm's salvageable?
Yeah, you know that there is ways of healing. You could certainly salvage if you spend time and effort doing it.
But at the moment, it's basically just hanging limp.
Yeah, the definite tendon damage. Yeah, absolutely, and it's bleeding.
One-armed man with a small knife.
Yeah.
And no depth perception.
And in addition, like I said, as you pull your sleeve back, you notice there is like blistering sores all over you as well.
Do I have any medical knowledge of that? What that could be? Any?
You seem to be quite knowledgeable about the ailments of the flesh and what the frailty of it. So you can make a presence check, and I'll give you +2. It's.
Oh, well, don't worry. It's dark.
It is dark. You are stood in the pitch black. That is true.
I'm supposed to be poking them and seeing if they burst. And
it's only moonlight that you can see. Yeah. By.
So I guess then, yeah. You said the bell was ringing. Can I hear any other approaching footsteps?
No.
No. Okay, fine.
But you can hear like I said, the door to this stockade. There's definitely movement there.
I might try and move back then, thinking they've probably not thinking too much about me. They probably think they've chased me off, and they're not wrong. But I'm going to try and skulk back in again, thinking that all their attention is going to be facing inside now. Unless, of course, they think it was the opening salvo for a main attack. But again, they're going to be looking for armies and hordes of people and battering rams, not one-armed limping monk.
Yeah, they've not had a conversation about what these people on the tower have seen. So yeah, it's conceivable they have no clue what they're going to be greeted with. So you're hanging back, no problem.
Well, I'm going to move back. I'm going to move back towards the stockade, but like sneakily.
Oh, you're moving back towards the stockade.
Well, I don't want to be left out of all the fun.
Right, so that's okay. Right, okay. I'll shift you back a little bit. I'll take you to the kind of corner of the stockade. Right, so when it comes to it, you're going to have to make like an agility check to avoid being detected, but you are dripping blood everywhere. I'll just let you know that. From a bleeding wound. But right, let me make a roll for Okay. Right. Okay, no problem. Olsvar. What's Olsvar doing? You're kind of like spluttering, and you obviously go under a little bit from the pain of this shot that's just hit you. And you're floundering in the water. What do you want to do?
I'll mute myself. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm going to go up the tunnel and up the feed tunnel.
Okay, to get to it then, I want you to make it's only like a difficulty 10 agility to do that.
That's not going to happen.
Hey.
Oh, so certain are you? Yeah. Right, no problem. In fear of getting shot again, quite literally, you half kind of like kick your legs up from something down in the deep, murky depth, and you push yourself up. As you do, you notice the legs have disappeared in the tunnel, and there seems to be space enough to get to it. So you start. Are you going inside it?
Yeah.
It is beyond disgusting. This stench inside this tunnel is like absolutely. It's far worse than Brother Tetanus. It's like concentrated shite. Just like everywhere you move your head, you even start like twisting your head around to not breathe it in. But
Can I
it comes through your mouth.
Can I put parts of my hood up my nose so I can't smell it?
You open your mouth and you can taste it on your mouth. Like the stench of it is on there. It is disgusting. And as you pull yourself up, your hand slips on like dribbled diarrhea. It's in there.
Can I put on the back of
You can hear noises in the pipe, but it is absolutely pitch black. You can't see a thing.
There's people using it. One of the smaller ones, again, grunting.
Yeah, you can only hear grunts and retches as you're going up there.
That would be funny if someone had his ship and that landed in Thames, mate. That would be fucking quality.
I'm just waiting for the command. Flush! Flush!
No.
Right, so you're doing that. Okay. Right. This door opens up and out races some guards. You start looking around. Okay. There you go. Brother Tetanus, I want you to make an agility check to avoid being seen.
Oh, that's harsh.
Unfortunately, they have seen you. They see you disappearing around the side as you kind of like race down towards the side of the thing.
Yes, but do they really think I'm much of a threat? Bearing in mind what else is going on, you know, it's like just a skulking monk. Yeah.
There's nobody else around this stockade.
Fair enough.
It's just you guys.
Hello,
So
yes,
they've
yes,
just
you made your point. I think you very nearly severed my arm. I will no longer bother you. I'm just looking for my scrolls that I dropped when I was here earlier.
no problem. Right. So you do that. The guy on top of
Actually, probably best just to lie down and play dead.
Yeah.
I know. You should have done.
Oh, my wounds! I have become afflicted by my wounds, and I just fall over.
Since
They're gonna
that,
come
I
and
want
poke
you
me.
to make,
Yeah.
I want you to make a strength check, and the higher one is gonna. If I beat your strength check, I'm gonna wrench the weapon off you. I'll make it public, then you can see it. You know I'm not cheating. Okay.
Is that back to me again?
Oh my god!
Well, that's not even worth it, is it?
No. Well, you can roll in case. You may get 20.
Is this Colin or me? Sorry.
Yeah, Colin.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, that's what I was asking. Was that back to me? Right.
Yeah, he's because he's holding on to your battle axe.
Yeah.
As you kind of like tussling over it, he boots you in the groin, and you can't help but like loosen your grip off it, and he wrenches the battle axe off you, and shoulder charges you off the battlements. You fall over, and you take D4 damage.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, but you have armor, so you know it may stop some of it.
Let's see. Oh, one.
Very likely then, isn't it? So you might have to roll for your armor just to have a look at it.
How high are these battlements?
What's
So your scale mail is minus D4, so you roll a D4 minus that off the damage you've taken.
Well, that's basically
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So ultimately you don't take any damage, but you're booted
like-
off the battlements onto the floor.
Just like,
Prone
oof.
on the ground. Yeah. Okay.
I look angrily up, realizing because I like that axe.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Right. The guy is watching Ols there. He's still reloading, but they start shouting. You hear calls from the other side of the stockade saying, "There's more of them down here. There's more."
Can they see us?
He's got a big lantern.
Fucking big lantern, we're in a tunnel. Fucking big lantern, that's like more like a bloody mag.
You are in a tunnel, but he saw you on the path.
Oh, well,
Last time he saw you on the path. They've watched you dive into the water.
I'm most probably dead now, isn't I? Because he thought he shot me in the head.
So that's them. Next turn, it is initiative, and it is the guards. They're going first. So let's have a look. Right, the one on the top of the battlements that booted Sigzvar off calls down. He says, "These are the ones that are assaulting us. Grab them!" And the guards start moving forward, and they try and restrain you. Well, certainly one of them does. One of them's trying to rag you up. The guy with the lanterns stood back. and there's another one with a crossbow at the side of him. Not a crossbow, a halberd. And they're moving up and they're shouting to Brother Tetanus, saying, "Stay right where you are."
Right.
And that's what they're doing right now. The other ones can't shoot Olsvar because he's rightly said he's in the tunnel. But I will make a roll for them to see if they know what you've done, where you've gone. Because the last they saw you, you were in the water. Okay. Right, so players' actions. What are you doing?
Right then. So that's me here. Yep. And this one's
So
right next
you
to me.
are up. You're not on the ground. You're on your feet, but you're being held by one of the guards.
Oh, he's holding me.
Yeah, he's kind of like dragged you up off the ground, and he's holding you, trying to get your arms behind your back.
I don't want him to do that.
Well, that's okay then.
So I might have something to say about that.
All right. So what are you going to do about it?
Well, I suppose I'll have to do an opposed strength roll first of all, won't I?
I normally, yes, I will say you can make a standard attack, which is strength anyway, but it's all rolled into the kind of like the escaping and countering
Yeah, so
kind of
basically
thing.
I'm just gonna sock him in the.
Yeah,
jaw.
exactly. So it's just an attack roll, but he has got scale mail armor. Not scale mail, chain mail armor.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna punch him in that. I'm gonna punch him in the soft bits.
Okay, I will let you punch him in the soft bits, yeah?
Or maybe
But-
not. Or maybe I
Aim
won't.
for the soft bits, you
Tonight-
the chain
tonight-
mail.
Tonight is not my night.
Fun.
Yeah.
You just go, "Ah, stop it, stop it. Ah."
This guard is not unfamiliar with how to restrain people, and he shoves you face first up against the side of the wall, against the side of the stockade. They're like
What the
wooden,
hell's happening to me tonight?
wooden tree trunks that are driven into the ground, and they're kind of holding you there. Yeah. So, Brother Tetanus, what are you doing right now?
How many guards are there in front of me?
There's one guard with a hooded lantern looking at you, and another guard with a halberd. But I'll ping them. So they're there and there. This guy is dealing with Sigsvar by shoving him against the wall.
So it's just so these two guys are basically looking at me entirely, focused on me, while the other guy's fighting Sigvar.
No. They're certainly they've got their attention on him, but they're aware that you're there.
Oh, so they're kind of like leaning out of their arms, and you don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
At the same time, kind of thing.
Yeah. It's obviously chaotic because they're watching somebody resist arrest effectively. So they, a big part of what they'll be doing is gauging whether they need to help him with, because obviously Sigsvar's trying to punch this other guy.
Gentlemen, allow me to distract you. Ah!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Is that presence flow?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so.
I'm trying to make myself appear an equal threat. Ooh, hello.
Right.
I realise this may work against me because they've just run me through the halberd.
As you do that, you hear unmistakably the sound of malaise come through your voice as well. It's a little bit like Teen Wolf. As you start shouting, "Let him go!" And is it kind of like he's like almost like a demonic voice that enters your voice box and comes out, and they're visibly taken aback by it. And
Close, Sigmar! Close on them!
Okay. Olsvar, you are currently gagging your life out. You're going to have to make a agility check again to get up this pipe. Yes. You actually, once you get your grip on bits that aren't shit, you do start pulling your way through. And it does seem to be widening out a little bit. It was just wide enough to get your shoulders through on the other one, but you seem to be moving a little bit further up, and you can feel the tunnel kind of like the tube moving up, and you can hear in front of you kind of like clattering and things are moving. You kind of get the impression that he's coming out of the other side of the tube.
There's no one straining. Can we hear anyone straining for pee?
Straining?
Yeah, like they need a pee. No one's having a pee at this.
Not right now, no.
Good.
In fact, let's make it interesting.
Oh no!
Let's roll a d6, eh?
Let's see if the sound of the belt buckle being undone and the trousers drop.
The place is under attack! Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm in the middle!
5 or a 6, there's somebody with uncontrollable bowel movements brought on by, nervousness. Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Good.
No, there's no sound of belt buckles unfastening. But you're definitely kind of going to be at the other side of this pipe by the end of next turn, no problem. Right. Next round of combat is this, and it is the guards. Okay. They're right. They're held off. The guy with the halberd kind of like goes to on guard, but he's not moving forward, and he kind of like warily says, "Come out and show yourself." And the other one says, "Go and get him! Go and get him!" It's like, "I'm not. You go." The other guy that was pushing Sigsvar against the wall is well and truly distracted. He doesn't particularly do anything. He's wondering what the hell's going on and where that kind of voice came from. So he doesn't act at all this round. The guy that was on the battlements is trying to wake his friend up. The other guys on the other side of the battlements are looking around, see where the hell you've gone. Yeah. So they're not doing anything right now. And that's them. They've done very little. So it's player action's turn.
So I can break free. Or is the cell holding on?
Certainly, it's just normal combat. I will give you a +2 to your roll because he's absolutely distracted. So it's difficulty 10, effectively. Oh, nice
So
one.
I just take it and I just headbutt him. I just turn and I just smash my
Headbutting
head
him.
right into the nose.
Bastard kiss.
Yeah. I think... I'm just looking to see what damage fists are. I think it's D4. Pretty sure it's D4. That's what we'll say.
All right.
But you may want to look at your abilities because I think you may have something to do with unarmed combat.
Yeah, but that's only if I see something on just
Right. Okay.
the Fist of Fury. It doesn't just activate willy-nilly.
No.
It's
Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, D4
Yeah,
damage.
isn't that right? When a man's ordered to kill a man, that's when you change your hands into fists. If someone hurts another unprovoked, you will kill them with your bare hands.
I
So
was
give me
shot in the arm.
yeah, they
Completely
weren't
unprovoked.
exactly unprovoked though. That's the
Yeah,
point of it.
yeah, that's not unprovoked.
we might have started this one. We
Yeah.
might be in the wrong
Kind of
here.
feeling a
I'm
bit
just-
guilty, to be honest.
yeah,
Throwing
I'm-
Molotov cocktails, a sleeping potion up onto
Yeah.
Malman. Yeah, kind of did that.
yeah,
Yeah.
this might be on us. I'm just saying, there's a possibility. I don't
Yeah,
think.
so D4 damage on him. Yeah, and with the roll, I'm not going to apply armor.
That's
That's
like a wet fart.
I'm afraid it is, yes. So you slug him. He doesn't go down, but he kind of like his head rocks back and goes, "Ow!" As you smack him. Right, Brother Tetanus, what would you like to do?
So have they kind of like, are they
They're
facing me? Have they
definitely
turned
distracted.
around, or what's the dealio?
Well, Sigsvar is between you and them.
Ah,
So they're looking over at you, but obviously Sigsvar's just punched the guard now, so that's kind of brought their attention back there. So their attention is split between you both, and that's kind of why they're not acting. They're assessing what the hell's going on.
this is your last chance to surrender before we bring down the fires of hell and all its demons upon you.
Okay, yeah. If you can make a good presence check, so I would say, if you can make a difficulty, I'll make it 12. I'll give him a morale check.
You know what, Lee? I'm going to put an omen into this one.
Right. Okay.
One remaining omen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that will reduce it by 4.
Yeah.
So
back
that's
down to 8 again.
Don't roll like me.
8.
I'll do my best.
And if you do, they'll roll their morale.
Or wasn't it?
Oh,
Oof. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. If I do this, what does that do?
stands fine.
Unfortunately, this stands out. I'll do it for him individually.
Ugh.
We did a
Right.
big
Okay.
card.
Yeah. Right. So, so as you saw, let's see if there's a status for that. Oops. I'll just see if there's a status effect. No, he's not deaf. No. Okay. I'll give him frightened. He's frightened. Right. Yeah. So you do shout and he kind of drops.
It's like, I can't remember what it is. There's like 10 guards standing there. He goes, surrender! And like one guard throws his sword down. And then the other ones look at him and embarrasses, bends down and picks it back up again.
It's a little bit like that. He definitely drops his halberd and he kind of like staggers back out of the light, and they look around and they say, "What are you doing, you fucking idiot? Get him!" And she says, "Did you hear that voice? This is possessed. There's demons with him. It's not. This job doesn't pay enough for this." So he's not shouting out his surrender, but he's certainly got zero intention of going after you.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Right, and then Olsvar, you are at the top of the pipe. You come out. You're in like it's kind of like a shaped box. It's almost like a clay bowl that you're in, and it absolutely reeks. They've done what they can they've done what they can, putting in like incense and stuff like that. You can see like a soft flickering light, but
I think because I smell shit that bad, I think they might get scared and run away because they stink that much. Like,
well, entirely possible. Entirely possible. You are in like as you come out of like a wooden bench that's got holes cut in it. You can see at the other side of it there, just kind of like throwing up in a corner. Despite him looking like what he looks like.
well, he ain't got no lungs there, so he's dead.
Well, obviously his olfactory sensors work just fine. And he's absolutely puking his guts out in the corner. There doesn't seem to be anybody in. It's like a bench row with about 3 holes cut in it, and they all go like funnel down to this bowl, which then goes down in this tube. And there's a pitcher of water at the side of it.
Have we got any water up here to clean ourselves?
There's the equivalent of toilet roll, so it's kind of like old rags in a bucket.
I'm going to use that.
With toilet juice in it, from wiping asses. You can definitely clean yourself off a bit with that.
I just love the way he said toilet juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that never say those 2 words together again. That sounded so wrong.
Eau de toilette.
Yeah,
Please
never put those 2 words together. That was just nasty.
Said eau de toilette, and that would have been the standard duck poster.
This is the beauty of Mork Borg. Yeah, so you're definitely cleaning yourself off, but there's nobody around. The room that you're in is still dark, but you can see on the crescent moon that's cut out of the door. You can see a flickering light outside. Okay.
Where am I on the map? Oh, right. Can we see? Oh, we can't see them guards from there, can we?
If you can't see them, you can't see them.
I can see something there. There.
Yeah. Right, so next turn. Oh, the guards. Right, let's have a look. This guard that was on the battlements is now conscious as the other ones woke him up, but he's still tending him. The one that's on Sigsvar, who got punched, he's going to try and punch you back quite heavily. So you need to defend versus D4 damage as he kind of like cudgels you with base of his weapon. Oh, nice. He's obviously tussling with you. The other one shouts and says, "You idiot! Get your weapon and go there." And he's kind of like demanding that he goes. He's not doing it, so he drops the lantern. And
another convert to Malays. Join us.
He picks up the halberd himself. He says, "When I've done with these, I'm going to kill you. You're going to burn on the stake." Or even better, you're going in the gibbet.
Good thing we picked the night of the festival where everybody else is distracted, because this could be us in serious trouble. And I think we're just lucky that
we got the dad.
Lee's rolling as bad as us tonight.
Yeah.
It's Fumble City right now.
Yeah.
It is, absolutely. Right, okay. Yeah, there's nothing else happening. So, player's turn.
Is the other guy holding a halberd then?
So, this guy who's got the lantern currently is
the
not
lantern.
who he's not got a lantern anymore. He's on the floor and he's picked up the halberd. The other guy who didn't like it is kind of backing off as the other guy's threatening him.
So I've been playing a little bit of Indiana Jones recently.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to use my whip to try to get him to drop the halberd.
Nice. I like it. Yeah. Let me try and get the lantern.
Or at the very least, kind of like pull it back. So if it's going towards Sigvar, then it's strange.
Right. So what are you whipping again? Sorry.
So there's a guy with the halberd, isn't there?
Yeah.
And he's presumably going to like brandish it at one of us.
He is.
Is he aiming? Is he coming towards me or coming towards Sigvar? Ultimately, I want to like stop him using it as a weapon by like tying it up in the whip and then yanking it out of the way.
No problem. Yeah, that's just a normal attack, really. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go violence attack. Here comes violence.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Right.
So, are you saying then that's wrapped around the halberd?
Absolutely. What will you roll? Let's have a look. I would say actually you've whipped it out of his hands.
Oh, fine. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't got it. It's kind of on the ground or up in the air. But yeah, you've definitely whipped it straight out of his hands.
Oh, the old underhanded whip movement. Gets him right in the knuckles.
Yeah. To do that, I'm going to move you out because obviously you're going to have to come between with the Sigvar and the other guy between you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, make sure. Oh, the bloody thing. Yes. So you have definitely done that, and he just shouts out, "Oi!" as you do that. Yeah?
You were warned! Yeah.
Give me back my halberd. Right, Sigvar, what are you doing?
I'm going to draw my sword and poke my opponent with it.
Oh.
Whoa. Cut down the technical stuff here, Colin. We're all amateurs. No, cut down the technical stuff.
Yeah, that's technical. So basically, I'm going to try and do this. Let's see if it
Grab the
works.
blunt end, put the pointy end in him.
Yep.
Oh, that is a critical. Yeah.
Ooh, straight. Is that I killed something, or is that a?
That is indeed an I killed something. Yeah. So you killed something. It's a sword, so it's technically it's a slashing weapon.
Slashing. Yep. Let's do that.
Unless you were using it like a stabby thing. You can have the choice. Oh, nice. So the four charges you
So because he was trying to play fisticuffs, I just, as he goes for a punch, I just draw my sword. And as he steps forward to deliver a punch, I just...
That's it.
Slash him right in the back of the neck.
Yep. Exactly. Right. He is well and truly dead. Ah! The guy that dropped his halberd originally, he kind of like panics a bit and goes, "Oh fuck!" and starts running away. The other one's just shouting after him, "Come back, you fucking coward!"
Ah, yes, Malays will have heard you.
the other two on the battlement kind of like look over and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And they see you two there. One of you with a sword out, the other one with a whip, raining in a halberd.
I think we may need to press our advantage or lose it here.
Yeah, there's a discarded lantern on the floor. And the other one shouting down at
Do you
him.
have any oil?
I do not.
All right.
But I
Also,
think we could, let's see what happens next. Well,
you're in this dunny.
Lovely. Right. I wonder how many guards are up there. Oh shit, there's two, weren't there?
You think that
Wait, actually, can go out first? 'Cause he's got a sword and that. I'll let him go out first.
he's absolutely throwing his rockers up. He says, "You go, you go."
I'm gonna have his sword then. I want to borrow his sword then if he's throwing. I think he's gonna be using it, is he?
His sword.
Yeah. He's got a
Um,
sword, hasn't he?
he has not.
Huh? He had a weapon with him.
He's got a weapon. It's not a sword.
Axe.
Nope. You can't see any visible weapon on him. He's caked in shite, in the darkness, bent over.
I've got to take two
holding his
people
rockers
on
up.
with a bow. Great.
Hmm?
I've got to take two people on with a bow. But actually, if I creep around in the shadows, they're not going to see me, are they? They just think I'm a stink.
Well, yeah.
And you're covered in shit like a really stinky version of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll sneak out the shed and go up towards that guard tower.
Okay.
Well, that makes a lot of noise, doesn't
Right. Yeah.
it?
Sneak outside.
Where? How do I see the other two from here? No. I can hear them, can't
Right. You can see in front of you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's still in darkness, but you see looming out. When I can find it, I can get to it. This thing is very slow now. It's juddering a bit.
not more wobbly.
Yeah,
Wobble wobble vision, wobble vision, wobble wobble vision.
it is. Totally locked up. But you can see in front of you, if you can still hear me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a massive stone tower ahead of you. Here we go. Here we go. I'm getting into it now. Right, let me just show it you. Show players. Here we go. That is kind of towering in the middle of the stockade.
Ooh.
Looming black against the moonlit sky.
I'm gonna guess there's something. Oh, sorry, Lee.
No, I'm just going to say the stone surface of it is just gleaming in the moonlight. That's all.
I guess I can hear shouting from where I guess where they are.
Oh,
I'm gonna make my way over to where they are.
Right.
I have a plan.
Okay.
I've got a
You
plan.
can see to the right, to your right, in the distance, you can see hints of a lantern kind of moving about, backwards and forwards, side to side. It's kind of sweeping around like that. But you can definitely hear shouting coming ahead and to the left. Are you heading that way?
Yeah, I'm heading that way. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna miss them.
Yeah. Right, no problem. Right, next turn. Oh, it's the guards. It's the guards. Guard number 1 tries racing back into the stockade. The other guard moves a couple of steps and then turns around and faces you both, and he draws out his sword. He says, "I'll take you on. I'm not scared of filth like you." And he shouts up at the others. He says, "Call the others! They're trying to attack the stockade!"
There's 2 of us. I mean,
You also called for his unconditional surrender.
this is true.
Yeah, so the guard on the top starts again. He goes back to the tower, starts ringing a bell. You hear a bell ringing out. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh.
Yeah. And the other one looks down and starts aiming a crossbow. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, obviously,
Right,
it doesn't apply to crossbows, obviously, but I just like to remind you again, Lee, that I am incredibly stinky.
You are. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, keep reminding me because I've got a terrible memory and it is relevant. So, yes, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so that's the guards for this turn.
Lovely.
It's your turns.
And we didn't have anybody up to help us up top, you know what I mean? Sneaking about in the battlements.
Well, they should be there by now. I'm sure they'll be ready to, you know.
Are you saying this in front of the guard that's facing you down with a sword?
No, that's. I'm gonna have a wee chat with this guard.
Right,
That's
no
up the
problem.
sword.
Put him between yourself and the crossbowman.
Or maybe not. Oh, that's what I tried to do. I tried to swish at him to get him to move.
Yep.
Put him towards the line of sight. So I'll do like a feint as if I'm not trying very hard.
Yeah.
So I deliberately missed that.
No problem.
I've got to get something out of this session today. It's been awful.
It has, I know. It has.
It's
one.
like all the shit from last session just rolled over in this one.
Yeah, last session we were really rolling high.
Yeah, but then it just all fell apart. This just seems to be the consequences.
It did.
So,
can't be too sad. You just critted one of the guards and, and sliced him up.
if there's another live guard standing up, and there's a guy with a crossbow who's leveling it, I would like to try to get myself the other side, or basically get that guard between me and the crossbowman. Whether that's like yanking him in front of me,
that's
or
fine.
whether that's just manoeuvring, I'll leave that for.
You will have to maneuver if you can see. You do have the halberd right now.
Oh, I have the halberd.
You do. You pulled it back towards yourself with the whip.
Oh, so okay. Well, how far away is the crossbow guy?
It's all.
How long is the halberd? Is it 30-foot halberd?
Yeah, no, it's not a 30-foot halberd.
You press a button and it extends out.
Yeah. It's not monkey. I'll put you back where you were. So I would say it's probably about 30 feet. As like a diagonal kind of thing.
And he's literally like lifting it and getting ready to shoot. Now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So in that case, I've only got one arm. I can't use a halberd with one arm. So instead, I'll just like grab the soldier and kind of like wrench him in front of me. So my aim being that when the guy shoots a crossbow, he'll hit his friend instead of me.
Yeah. That sounds good. Right, so you're putting yourself between yourself and him and yourself.
Yeah, is that attack
Yeah,
or
you can
strength?
totally
or...
do that. I'll put halberd on your. Hopefully, I've put halberd on your character.
Well, I can't. There's no way for me to use halberd. I could probably use it like as a walking stick, but it's a two-handed weapon, and I've only got one hand.
That's right. Yep. So if I shift you, you kind of like start running down or hobbling, seeing as you're horribly wounded, down the length of the stockade wall, and you put yourself between Sigsvar and the guard that are currently fighting and kicking about this lantern that's dropped on the floor. And it makes it a little bit harder for him to see you and hit you.
Well, no, if I'm moving, if there's just one standing guard left, I want him to be like right in the thick of it. So I will basically grab him from behind, and, like yank him up, so he's like a human shield between me and the crossbow.
Oh, okay. So right, okay. So you can run up to him and do that, but that would be like a strength attack.
Well,
to do
because
that.
your arm's fucked.
Yeah. I would say
So just a strength check for that one, yeah?
it's just a strength check, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That is a major bout of willpower. Just that's incredible. Hulk type stuff, just roar out of nowhere.
One arm as well.
Yep.
One armed, yes. Do you want to narrate it?
Yeah, well, basically, he's like down there scrabbling around looking for his lantern. I was like lean down to my right hand, grab him by the scruff of his neck, and lift him up into a standing position. And so basically, Sigvar's got like an open shot. Or if the guy with the crossbow was going to shoot me, he's now got this guy in between us as well.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that to decide whether he was actually going to shoot me before he popped up, or whether he was actually going to take time to work out, actually, I might hit my friend first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Allstar, you are heading out on this through
I'm
this
heading
court.
towards where I can hear commotion.
Yeah, you can definitely hear a bell ringing now. As you move up, you can see ahead of you there is a stone kind of slate roof. Looks like an old stable or like, tall house or whatever in front of you. There's two, if you can see, there's two torches at the side of it casting light. And up to your upper left, you can definitely see like the guard tower, and there's a guy at the top of it ringing a bell. Dong, 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 dong. As he does that, the lantern kind of like swoops round as the guy looks, and he starts coming down the lantern. You need to make an agility check to evade detection. There's no modifier because he can't smell you at this distance. You're absolutely fine. He's not seen you.
I'm like the predator, as Tracy said.
Yeah. So he's not seen you. What do you do? Are you just heading towards the guy with the bell?
Yeah, I'm heading towards the guy with the bell.
Thing?
I'm stealthily going towards the guy with the bell.
Right. Okay.
As stealthily as I can.
Not a problem. Yeah, you will continue to do that. No problem. Right. The guards, like I said, the guard comes down the stairs with his lantern, starts moving that way. This guy continues to ring his bell. The guy who is getting lynched by Brother Tetanus. This guard, is he stupid enough to fire? I will say there's a good chance he will be. I will say if there's one or two, he won't fire. Otherwise, he's going to take a shot. He's going to take a shot, but you're going to get the benefit of his armor. So I would defend versus crossbow, which I think is D8. Defend versus D8, but you get D4 armor if you hit.
Confusing, but okay. So what am I rolling then, Lee?
So if you go on your character, there should be a thing that says defend. If you click that, it should say defend against what, and it's D8. Yep. Yeah, you just do that. Okay, that's fine. Right, 4. He's got D4 armor. Okay, which stops 3. So he takes a shot. As it nicks his side.
So has that done 1 damage to me then?
Not to
the guard.
Not to the other guy.
To the guard. Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah. If it were a crit, I would have said it's definitely.
It went straight through.
Yeah. But no, it's hit the other guy. And he kind of grunts a bit as the bolt scrapes past. It narrowly misses you.
Does the pain feel delicious?
Yeah. You can hear in the distance the kind of like he's shouting and tussling at the gates, and kind of like some arguing. But you're obviously in the middle of combat and you don't really see much of anything. Next turn. Players.
Well, hey. Right. So that lantern's been dropped, hasn't it?
It has.
Right. So I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to throw it at the guard with a crossbow.
Nice. I like it.
Well, if it works. Unlike last time.
Yeah, that's going to be an agility check, that.
Yep. Right. Come on, dice.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Oh!
I just pick it, throw it right at the guard with just fired the crossbow.
I love it. I love it. Let me see if there's any kind of like Molotov cocktail thing. I would say it does D6 damage, burning damage.
I would have to, if it smashes on him, then.
Yeah. So yeah, you can roll D6. You definitely hit him.
Sweet.
Oh! Right. He does have chainmail, but it only reduces 1. He kind of like starts running around the barrack wall, screaming. Is there a rollable death table for this?
You've been burnt.
Because that chainmail's going to heat up as well.
Yeah. I don't think there is, but you could definitely narrate his death.
That's it. It just, the thing just swirls, and just smashes right on the back of his, because he was leaning down, so it just smashes on his head and shoulders, and the paraffin just goes right over his head, catching the blaze immediately. So his leather jerkin, his coil, just anything that's fabric or leather just instantly catches fire. He obviously, whatever oil he's used to polish his weapon or polish his armor, etc., has been a bit flammable, so it's caught.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome. It also sets afire the wood of this stockade wall, and starts smouldering on that and burning, as he's racing around on top of this wall, screaming, "Ah!"
Black.
That's you, Brother Tetanus. you hear Malaise said nice.
I mean, I guess I'll just try the guy I'm holding. Oh, I've only got one hand. I was going to slit his throat by the hand with my dagger, but I'm holding him. So there's limits to what I can do.
Yeah.
I'll just do a choke slam on the ground with him. What they do, mess.
Or up
I
against
might
the wall.
just chew his ear off.
Hey, he's got a helmet on, hasn't he, with chainmail?
He has, but
one of his like
obviously, in a fight, that
dish hat?
sometimes goes off.
I don't know. Is it a dish hat? Is it a dish hat? What kind of thing?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it is.
Shove him up against the wall. Smack his head
They
against
use
the
your
wall.
manky arm. Just rip your manky arm off and use it as a club.
I'm gonna use a floppy end. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not really what you do. I guess I'm just gonna just shove him to the ground. There's not a lot else I can do.
Yeah, choke slam.
And like near a 6 bar, say, and this one as well. Don't forget this one. It's like, so just shove him basically.
Okay. Right, if you want to shove him to the ground, I'm not even going to make you roll. He's at a total disadvantage. You can totally shove him to the ground.
Kick him behind the
Yeah.
knee.
Oh yeah, just like tap him back of the leg.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chicken leg.
Yeah, that is fine. That is fine. There is a thing for prone. Somewhere.
Right, what weapons do I have on me? This is going to be fun.
Right, yep, you do that, and he obviously is grunting and trying to fight back as you get him onto the ground. All's there.
Right, this is my plan. Because I need armour, I'm going to go for Mr. Belling. Yeah?
Which bell end? The guy who's coming down from the...
No, the one who's ringing the bell over the...
All right, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
I'm going to go for Belling.
You can see him. Yeah.
Up a ladder, and then actually I might throw him off a ladder.
Right. Well, he's not on a ladder. He's on the platform.
Yeah, I'm going to throw him off the platform over the edge. So he goes.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I will let you choose which stat you roll. You can either do it by agility, or you can do it by brute strength. It's your choice. Either way, you need an attack. I would say it's difficulty 12.
Both of them are shit. I'm going to go for Jilly because I've been rolling that bad with Jilly. I'll go for Jilly.
If you have omens.
Oh yes, I will spend one omen as well.
Right, so that.
You know what I want off him?
Difficulty 8.
Yeah. Oh, that was close. Fuck me.
Right. Okay. So you throw him off the edge of the balcony onto the ground. That's just going to do D4 damage. Okay. If you have another omen, you could spend it to make sure that he gets maximum damage.
No, I haven't got another omen. I only had one.
Okay. So he
But you're as bad as Brett getting everybody to spend their luck points.
No, I'm just.
You want to spend some luck? Do you want to spend some points? You won't need them neither, I promise you.
So it deals 3 damage. His chainmail stops most of it. But he is on the floor. I'll give him prone again.
He's going to be disarmed as well, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he wasn't armed. He was ringing a bell, wasn't he? So you can narrate how you throw him over if you want.
Well, what I do is, his most probably smelt a pong, and he looks behind me, and I've grabbed hold of his legs and flipped him over the edge, and I went, ha ha ha, like that.
Yep. He does Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. I guess the other guys must have had the bell stop. That went, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, definitely. You can also see a madman running around on fire with his face melting. On the side of the wall, he's burning quite nice.
I'm gonna. Can I whisper, or not whisper? Just say, Sigma, tetanus. I they can hear me, but
Yeah.
tetanus. I guess I hear no reply then.
No. Everything is quite chaotic.
That's funny seeing someone running down there, like the end of what was it? Lord of the Rings. What's his face?
Oh,
Yeah, like him running at the end.
No, it's not.
Faramir's father, Denethor.
Yeah, Boromir's father.
Denethor. Denethor.
Yeah, it's identical. Is he like that? Running around like that? Heretic! Burn!
Oh,
Right. That was done. Someone's. Oh god. I'm a bit busy.
right. Okay. We all okay? Right. So you've done that. You've thrown him over the edge. Wow! You shout for Brother Tetanus. He doesn't answer. The other guy you see slump on the floor, burning, crackling away.
I don't know where the other guys are then.
As his skin and the fat kind of separates, turn into liquid. As
Can
he
I
slowly
get down
burns.
in this turn? Can I go down the stairs or not? Or do I stay up here? Because I've got the high ground anyway.
You're not right now. You just run
That's
halfway
all right, no.
across the compound and thrown a guy over the top of a balcony. So that's kind of where you are. Right. So the guards. Let's have a look. The guy on the ground that Brother Tetanus threw to the ground scrambles up onto his feet and tries to back away with his back to the wall.
That's rather silly.
Your flesh is a burden. Let me liberate you.
Right. He does stand firm. He says, "You monsters! You're not gonna do anything here. Why don't you get out?" You do still hear a commotion at the gates. Right. And there is another kind of thing coming across. Okay. Right.
So, having a quick scan around, apart from him, is there anybody else that can identify us?
Looking around, you can see another guy at the gate, and he's wrestling with another guard who's kind of trying to keep the door shut. Where he's like frantically ragging at the door, trying to open it.
Wait, hold on. Oh, they're downstairs. Oh, they're down the bottom there. Oh, right. I see. I thought they were on the same level as me.
Yeah, you climbed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you climbed up, didn't you?
Well-
So that's yeah. So there seems to be a total of like 2 people outside. One of them's wrestling with a door. The other one's goes back to the wall, looking at you both with like a fury in his eyes, and his sword drawn now.
Well, the guy with his sword drawn, I'm going to we'll try to relieve him of his life. 'Cause I
Right,
don't think he
yeah.
needs it anymore.
No problem. So that's your sword attack.
Bloody hell.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, right. Luckily, he's got armor.
I just sort of pierce him in the shoulder and chink off his chainmail. And then,
Did you find an axe? Did you find your axe?
no, somebody upstairs has it. I'm going to go and get it in a minute.
Oh, I could get up wherever that is.
Be lying about there. One of the archers, one of the crossbowmen.
Yep.
Would that be in the tower here then? Where I am. Ah, that might be.
All right. Yeah. I will say that it's players' turn. So that's Sigvar. Who else is doing what?
I mean, I'll let you go first, Sigzar.
Did I not just go, or was that on the last turn?
Yeah, he did just go. Yeah.
Yeah, so I basically stabbed him, but I hit his armor.
Yeah, that's right.
Leaves a nice opening for a dagger, maybe?
Oh, you've already tried. Sorry.
Yeah. So I did hit him, but I hit him on the armor. But like I
Okay,
said,
fine.
I'll leave a nice little opening for a dagger, maybe, to the side of the neck.
Sure. Let's
If
go.
you're feeling so inclined, while he's focused on me.
Why not? I envy you. And yeah, I'll stab one with my knife, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I just described my knife instead. That's no good. Try again. Nope.
No.
Shave him, give him the.
Yeah.
Okay, Ulsvar, what are you doing?
I am going to be fine. See if Sigvar's axe is around there.
You know weapons?
It actually is.
Aha!
Sigvar axe is here.
Right, I'll pick that up and I'm going to go down and smack that fucking knight with it or him.
Okay. That is fine. Yeah, roll to attack. You get +10.
What is that?
Battle axe.
I'm finding it.
I don't know.
I'm
I will give it back to you.
Equip it.
Okay.
Do you want me to equip it for you?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
All right.
I'll attack, yeah?
Yeah. So.
Need a bit more practice for that.
Yeah, okay.
It's obviously not a weapon you're familiar with.
Yeah. No way. I swing and a miss.
You certainly do. You dive down from the platform, but he just kind of dodges out of the way, and you miss him. Right. There is another guard that runs up with this thing, this hooded lantern, and he starts charging at you. As he does, he gets kind of fallen onto ground and he's in darkness. So you don't see quite what's happening to him. But you can certainly hear grunting and fighting. Oh.
Oh.
There you go. Right. The guy who's there, he's going to attack Sigvar with his sword, which is D6. So defend against D6 damage.
Hey.
Oh!
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Very nice.
Very much so. Right. Right. Next round. Right. Players.
Well, I think you know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I do. Moment of triumph. Come on.
Let's go. Come on, let's.
Come on.
Oh my god. This is pathetic. But hopefully I leave another opening for my compatriot.
Yeah.
Go on then. Thanks, sir. Thought we should have finished this by now. Nope.
Sending you both
You're
off
embarrassing me,
quite well.
Sigmar, in front of the guards.
This one seems to have skills. It's a shame we have to kill him.
Fending you off quite well.
Can we not persuade you to join the Order of Malays?
I know. Ulsvar, what are you doing?
I'm going to attack.
Go for it.
Right, here we go. Let's go.
Big
Come on,
one,
Blood.
big
Come
one.
on, Blood Sword. Come on, do it for me, mate.
Come on.
No.
Ah! Are you
Don't
sure
you
you don't
get-
want to spend if you spend an omen, you'll hit him?
I ain't got an omen left.
Don't you get
What?
like plus 10 to your attacks, but plus 10?
Oh,
plus
yeah,
10
you
to
are. Yeah, because of the crown, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You do hit him.
Yeah, fucking I should have done the other one before I fucking smacked him.
Well, what can I say?
What?
If you didn't remind me. So D8 plus 1 damage. But I've got D4 armor. So I'll roll my armor. Oh! You need a big damage roll here. Come on. D8 plus 1. Yes!
Oh, nice.
Nice.
9, right. You have killed him. So,
Oh, yeah.
you go to the rollable tables.
Let's kill something.
Got them where that is, 'cause I got it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, got it.
There is, I've killed something with a slashing weapon.
Oh, how do I roll it? Oh, hold on. I'm trying to roll
At
it.
the bottom of the thing, it should have
Oh.
a button that says roll.
Okay, scroll down to the bottom.
Yeah, if you scroll down to the bottom, there should be a button that says roll. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Are you ready?
Oh, oh.
Toss, do you want to read it out?
So, when I swung me out, she tosses her body and lands back on it, dropped to the ground in two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Torso is severed from lower body and lands back onto it briefly before dropping to the ground.
Loving it. Loving it.
That's a 6 bar, that was. That's a 6
Yeah.
bar, Steve.
It's good axe if you use
Yeah,
it right.
I know, mate.
What can I say? It's a. That's why I got a bit annoyed when it got taken from me.
No, I know. I'll give it back.
That's why he had to kick me off the. That's why the guy kicked me off the battlements, because he knew I was annoyed.
That's right. So it were you guys right? So against, I would say Brother Tetanus defend against D6 damage. He's going to take a swing at you. He realizes fighting against scale mail armor is probably not going to. It's going to be a drawn out thing.
No, after I put you
Whereas if
beating
he
up
can
a
cut your
one-armed
head
man.
off, if he can cut your head off, he might stand a chance of getting out of here.
Haha!
Oh! He just misses. Well, no, he quite comfortably misses as far as that goes. Right. Okay. Gets to next round. You see there is a, or rather here, there is a large kind of scream, curdling scream comes from the gate. Ah!
It sounds like Orm and Ozvar have made their way in. I hope so, anyway.
Yeah, the quicker we can link up. Just
Yeah.
take care of this fool.
That's right. So there is
I heard the bell stop
his
ringing.
players first.
Come on, we've got to do this.
They would have held the bell stop ringing, wouldn't they? So they must probably named something up.
You've got to be joking me.
You missed.
No, I hit, but it didn't cause any damage.
Penetrate his armor. I think you will do this! Aha! There you go!
Oh,
Winged
right,
him.
has to be right to the neck.
That's technically one arm,
Not with 2 damage it won't
one
be.
eye, and one testicle.
2 damage.
Yeah.
That's
like in the shoulder, in the left shoulder or something.
Yes, you do wound him. He is bleeding. Stab him in the shoulder, and he's kind of like panting and gasping. Right, okay. Olsvar, you are without combatant.
Right. I'm going to get this person's armor off him and wear it.
Okay. Run up to it. What's wrong with other ones? Apart from being
Full of
cutting
armor.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
I'm
like
gonna put his armor
Goldilocks
on.
and the three bears. This one's
I've
too
got
big.
my
This one's
armor.
too small.
Yeah. It'll take you a couple of rounds to strip him. As you're stripping him, you don't see any kind of obvious wound or anything like that, but he's definitely dead. He's not reacting whatsoever. Okay. Right. That, my friends, is the end of combat. So, you kind of gather your. Oh no, it's not. There's one left.
Yeah,
This
Um,
on the right hand side.
There's
isn't
one left, but he looks around him as he hears that scream. He realizes that he's outnumbered, and he starts racing off as fast as he can. You can have a free attack on him as he runs off.
I
if
will
you
do
wish.
that. Yes, please.
Yeah, you go for it.
No, he just
No,
I take
miss.
a switch out of it. He just
Warning shot.
Yeah. So he does start kind of racing off. You can chase him if you wish, or you can let him go. It's your call.
Has there already one got away, or did he come back into the fight?
You saw him going towards the gate, and you heard him kind of like shouting.
Do you know what? I'm going to chase him because I don't want any witnesses. That's the thing. If one of them gets away, they'll bring more
Yeah.
guards.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I will make an agility check then. Yeah. I'll say you catch him eventually. You can kind of cut his throat
yeah,
if you wish to.
absolutely. Like I said, don't want any witnesses and don't want anybody escaping to bring more guards back to start this all over again.
Yeah.
This is already taken far too long, which should have been it was meant to be a stealth enterprise. That's kind of what.
Ultimately, you're
Oh,
left with a bunch of people that are deed.
I would
Right.
like to say, my part in this, I was very stealthy.
Right,
We're the distraction, so you can get in and infiltrate.
Yeah, that was it.
As you get to the gates, you start to smell an overwhelming stench that comes over even your decayed body, Brother Tetanus, and it smells like week old feces.
Ooh.
Cleaned myself, remember? That's
You did?
yes.
Because as you go to open the door, you're turning around and there's one of the guards that was holding the door shut flops out, drops onto the floor, and he's got a dagger in his arsehole.
Oh.
And out from behind him, boom, steps out, and he says,
There we go.
he says that was the worst. That was the worst sneaking in I've been to any location I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, things just went wrong, right? Let's get these bodies inside before they're noticed by somebody walking past.
Stabbed in the bum.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, but the side of the building is still burning. So what and he points that out. He says, "Well, the tower's on fire."
Is there no one else inside?
No, I've got rid of them all. With I don't know where Olsvar fucked off to. I was throwing my guts up.
Right. Well, let's drag the bodies inside the gate anyway, and that because it could
Yeah.
be an accident. You know, if
I
there's
mean-
dead bodies outside, it's definitely an attack.
Perhaps we should take a leaf out of Oswald's book and dress ourselves up as guards. That way, when the others return, they'll just think we're the skeleton crew.
Yeah.
So my plan was, but they can't hear me because I'm around the corner. Is my plan was if I dress up as guard and add those two as prisoners and walk to wherever, and I can say that, and then
Yeah.
like Trojan horse sort of thing.
But I think the flaw of that plan is that there's no one actually left alive inside the stockade, as everyone's killed them all.
So, as you're dragging bodies in, obviously Olsvar will come out. He's dressed as a city guard, except that there is a massive black onyx kind of crown on his head.
That's
That's not regulation uniform, soldier.
Can I have a better weapon, please? There's got to be a weapon with him, like a halberd or.
Oh yeah, you can have an halberd. Yeah.
You will keep your femur, sir, and you will appreciate it.
And I do also believe I have some powers now.
You cannot cast scrolls, by the way, while you've got that on. Just so you know.
You know what? The dressed up as a guard's idea sounds quite decent. So let's drag all the bodies in. Let's strip them.
Yep.
We'll get ourselves get up as if we're guards. Is there any buckets of water?
Yeah, there is in the toilet. There was
Probably some piss.
toilet juice, weren't there?
There was.
Can we? Yeah.
Sorry, Colin, you do want to do that.
No, I'm just thinking, can we have a small attempt to put in the fire right before it attracts attention?
There should be
Or
buckets.
was that too good a job?
It's well, it's burning quite nicely because it's oil. So it's not going to get put out.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to throw water over
I've
that.
got an idea as well. If we dress up as those guards, we can put our clothes on them so they think that we're dead. Aha. See? That. You say, look, we killed them.
That actually is quite sensible.
I do have some good plans, Colin.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay. So you are ultimately inside. It's an old stable. It's a gatehouse. As you look around, seems to have the trappings of an old chapel that's been repurposed. But obviously, you can kind of like drag the bodies in there. You can dress them up in your clothes if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Sigvar, I believe this belongs to you. You've made choice.
So, are you all wearing chainmail? Yeah. Right. So again, anybody who's wearing chainmail cannot use scrolls or scroll-based powers.
All right, I'll nod the Olsvar in appreciation and take my axe back.
Doesn't it say medium armor?
Yeah.
I mean, I currently can't use my powers anyway, can I? I'm divorced from the realms.
So what weapon did I find in when around here?
There's swords, there's halberds, there's...
Oh, I think a halberd would be nice, wouldn't it? It's got range on it.
No, it's like you settled.
There you go. So the Brother Tetanus is set up. Let's have a look. Okay, Olsvar, you want the
crossbow? Oh, there's a crossbow, weren't there, as well?
Do the guards have satchels or backpacks for moving around?
No, they're at home. They don't need that kind of stuff here.
Could I have a crossbow and a halberd?
Yes, but you cannot use both.
No, I know I can't use both at once, but or a crossbow and a sword, please.
Sure. A crossbow and a sword, or a crossbow and a halberd?
Halberd, please.
Right, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me sort that out for you.
There's loads of bolts lying about, which...
yeah. Well,
I did give your weapon back, didn't I, Sigvar? I did say, here you go, have that back.
Yeah, but now I'm thinking is my sword and my axe kind of stick out like a sore thumb with the city guard. but I don't want to lose them.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and shit.
Well, 6-hour, we did chop someone in two with that, so it's quite good.
Yeah, I'm thinking of wrapping them up in a blanket, but I'll need somewhere secure.
Yeah. You're obviously encumbered, pretty much all of you, because of the stuff you're carrying.
It's very heavy, this chainmail. I
Yeah.
don't think I'd really thought this through.
But you do have it.
Well, we did leave our all our gear. Didn't we leave it in the stables? We didn't carry it with us for the mission.
But it's on your character.
All right.
So
yeah,
decide what you're leaving behind, and I will find a way of noting that down. And
does all equipment not?
Sorry, Colin.
no,
so you're
because
still carrying it? Yeah.
if it's on your character sheet, it will be classed as carrying it. It's only things like weapons and armor.
Yeah. So like the scale mail, I'm still carrying that. Obviously, that's coming off. That's going on one of the bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
So swapping that. Yeah, I hit the
torn robe will be going off.
at the delete item.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just making a note in case you come back to it.
Well, obviously, the scale mail, that's going to go in the body. So that's gone.
Yep. That's fine.
Up so I can have a water and have some rations.
I'll just find a pen and I can note it down. I'll do it old school. I'm still here.
No, that's what I'm thinking myself here. Because obviously I'm thinking like the backpack and the ash cakes and the rations would have left with the stable boy.
Right, so scale mail, rations, they're gone.
Yeah, well, obviously I've deleted the scale mail because it's gone to guard. The rations and that are not on me, but they're back where we basically we use this table, we use the corner of it to stash our gear before we went out on the mission.
Okay.
Oh, I ain't got the torn robes on me now, have I? I can get rid of them. They're on a dead body, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not any weight either.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of them because I ain't got them. I've got a key on me. I don't know what that's for though. I found it somewhere.
Are you carrying your water skin?
I'm going to be using a bit of that. I'm going to use my turnip and my water skin now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm leaving 2 of them back at the
water rest.
Yeah, but I should have done this before we headed out.
Yep.
There you go. Do I get my health back or something for having them?
No, because you've not rested yet.
Oh,
you can take a short rest if you don't do anything.
Yeah. I've had my food anyhow.
But obviously, if you're sat here not doing anything, and the guards come back.
Yeah, we're back in the game. No, we need to.
Then
I'll just move.
How many guards were there? More guards than us?
Oh yeah.
Right. So.
Right.
I'm dragging. Sorting that out. Once I've switched over, I'm dragging the bodies that are dressed as us towards where the flames are.
Yeah. One of us go out and alert someone else. We killed these. Whoever they
No, because we want to make it look as if there's been a fight, and we're going to leave some of the guards dressed. They've been killed, but the bodies with us we want towards the flames so they burn.
Yeah.
So as that catches up, there basically be 4 bodies not dressed in guard uniform, and if it doesn't, it's almost like their heads, is enough to. What I'll do is I'll use my boot and I'll kick their faces in.
Oh, lovely! Yeah.
So they're nice and mangled.
Yeah, it takes a bit of effort, but yeah, and a little bit of time to do that. But yes, you can do that.
What is this in my backpack? Sigil of the Black Gate. And that says in my basket, I've got the black crown, which is on my head. So I shouldn't have it on my head and in the basket at the same time, should I?
No. Let's move it
Unless you're
down.
wearing a basket on your head.
Yes, that's. What's the sigil then? In my backpack. That's the one. Did we find that?
You did. You found it on one of the cultists, didn't you?
Yeah.
Brother Tetanus, is there anything that you've left behind?
Just my torn robes, I suppose. Well, the halberd. No, I've got the halberd because I'm a guard. It would just be my torn robes. Everything else, I'll be shoving in various different parts.
Yeah. Okay.
How difficult is it to get down to the towpath?
From here, reasonably difficult. You have to kind of go away from the area. If you look on the map from where it is, which you probably can't see right now, there is a footpath that kind of goes across the front of the stockade and then goes round and away from it, and that in the distance kind of like declines down the side of whatever this cliff face is, and it ends up on the towpath further down.
I'm looking for somewhere to stash my weapons because I'm obviously not going to go back to the stables because we've got a mission to complete.
Yeah.
So
there's rubble from the buildings. It's full of like old shrines and statues and huts and things like that.
Yeah, basically something across, not in the guard, the guard gates. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap my axe and sword in a blanket and put it under the rubble, and then I'm going to take a crossbow and a sword from the guard.
You're taking a crossbow and a sword. Okay.
But I'll stash out for coming back later.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Because there's nobody about that could identify us.
Right. Okay. Let me sort that out then. So I've noted down.
I'm doing the same here for mine.
Right. So your battle axe and your blood oath sword are coming off.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm taking a crossbow and a sword.
Yep. I will pop them on for you. Let's have a look. Weapons. Crossbow. Sword. I won't find it. There you go. And then you just have to equip them.
Cool. And obviously I'll grab as many bolts as I can.
Yeah.
Likewise. I think I grabbed it with it, didn't I guess.
I will give you a D10 crossbow bolts for sure.
What, do I roll it or you?
Yeah, anybody who's got
7.
a crossbow.
That works.
Yeah, anybody who's got a crossbow can have D10 bolts to it.
Does that go on as equipment, or do we?
That's good.
That's a good question.
Or is that just a side note? Keep track of.
I'm pretty sure it's just a side note.
9 bolts. Lovely.
You just make a note. Oh, actually, it's not. It is an item. Well, they're down as arrows.
All right, well,
So
same difference.
put them there.
Pointy things.
Yeah, and I'll give it to you as well, Allstar. Arrows. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you asked about the sigil that were found on one of the cultists, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would
What else was I was going to say something else as well. I just realised I got lockpicks. I didn't realise I had them just till now. Yeah. Well, I've got this key, but I don't know what it opens. I found this key in here, didn't I? At the gate when we first come in. That was on one of the people, weren't it? Guards.
No, it wasn't. You've not searched anybody here and got a key.
Where'd I
It
get
was
that key from then?
Probably the guards at the gate when we came in.
Yeah, it was the guards at the gate.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
The
Guards.
first bunch were killed.
the city gates. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I suppose the question is, what's this thing actually guarding?
Nothing. Oh, there's a tower, weren't there? I looked at. There was a tower, weren't there, in front of us?
There was. Well done. Are you taking a rest, or are you going straight on from what you've done?
Right. Well, we need to move on. We don't need to. We don't want to be staying here.
Well, I've had my food and.
Okay. So I will show you the tower again. That is kind of looming up in the moonlight in the center of this stockade. And you should be able to move around freely.
Did you find an infirmary on your travels around the stockade?
No, but I think if we can get to the tower and find a room somewhere we can hole up,
Yeah,
and plan our next steps and get.
I would quite like to minister to my arm before it becomes too rotten. I think there was still some use to be had out of it.
sure.
But
I'm sure Sixar can help you with your ailment there by lobbing it off, maybe.
I think there's still work for this arm to do before it is removed.
Well, you've got one of everything else, haven't you? Next thing, that'd be your leg.
Right. I think let's go find somewhere to hole up away from the actual guard gate, which is now on fire. We don't want to be anywhere near this and get caught up in anything. So let's go to the tower and find a room or something that's not occupied. And
Well, if I do come back, they're going to think that we're dead anyhow.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
There's bodies that are for us, and then there's still guard bodies lying about. So an attack's happened.
Then they'll say, "Why didn't you put the fire out?"
Well, that's why we're trying to get away from the scene, so we're not there.
Oh, what fire? We didn't know there was a fire. It was other guards who did it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying we skedaddle.
Yeah.
We need to skedaddle now and get ourselves holed up and get healed. And
yeah.
It's
quite obvious you're wounded. It's quite obvious these clothes and this chainmail is covered in blood. Not drenched, but
there's no spot. That's what I said. We just don't need to be in this vicinity. We need to go find somewhere now, but stay on mission.
Yeah, you should be able to walk around, look around, do what you need to do.
God, this mass punches. Did we lose somebody there?
No, man.
Andy just.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there.
Sorry, I pressed the button. Sorry, I do apologise. I was moving stuff on my desktop around and accidentally clicked one of my buttons and that actually shut this down. So sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll head towards the tower and basically be inconspicuous till we find a suitable room to go in and close the door and get ourselves cleaned up better and wounds tended and rested.
Okay. You head out into the courtyard. It is freezing. Snowflakes are falling down now into the night. As you look up at the tower, you can see there's a stone. The stone base is kind of hexagonal, but you walk around the circumference of it and you can't see any entrance.
Ah,
I'll take you around it just so that it undoes any kind of like mystical things.
Maybe there's somewhere like a pressure plate, or there's got to be somewhere we can.
a secret word has to be uttered in order to open a portal into the building.
Does it say friend and enter?
I'm
You
seeing little
can't see a
boxes.
single door.
Yep, I'm seeing little cubes with letters on them, but I don't know if that's for our eyes.
Are there no markings?
No, that's on the GM thing, isn't it?
There are no
That's for
markings.
me to say what that is.
Is there no markings around there at all, around this building?
Any what? Sorry.
Markings like anything like
You can roll a presence to see, but it is dark.
I'll roll a presence.
See if you can determine any.
Oh,
Well done. Well done. You are pretty confident there are absolutely no like mystical markings or anything like that. You know for a fact that it's kind of Gothic architecture from a certain time period of ages past. But there's gargoyle statues on it. There are certain styles of windows further up towards the top of the tower, but there are no kind of like magical markings around it. It seems like, looking at it, the ground kind of it goes deeper down than what it looks. It seems almost to be protruding out of the ground, so you think maybe it's like ages old and part buried.
right. So I'll relay that to my friends and say you might have to do a bit of digging here, guys. This is succumb to the many years of being here, so you might have to dig a little bit. Go on, brother Ted, let's start digging.
I'm really not in a fit state to be digging. At the moment, I only have one functioning arm, and
Ask for your Malay's help.
we're currently taking a break at the moment. Also,
Bless you.
thank you. I think she prefers things that are dead to stay dead and buried under the ground. Are there no windows or anything?
Yes, there are windows, but they're high up on the tower. Sigsvar, while you're stood around looking at this tower, you can definitely hear voices on the wind. Yes. It's almost time.
Can none of us hear that?
Yes. No, nobody else can hear that.
So anyway, we can get to those windows, maybe to get in that way. I mean, obviously it's quite high, but maybe if we have a rope or something, Sigvar, you could climb up using your axe trick, and you could like lower us in. Sigvar?
Or you could buy some rope
Focus.
on a crossbow bolt.
I didn't use an X trick. I sort of wedged myself between the wooden slats, but I don't know if this is. Does it look climbable?
Does it look climbable?
There's knobbles. And...
It does look climbable, but if you fail, it's quite a tall tower. So to get to the windows, if you happen to fail when you're at the windows, you're going to take a lot of damage on the way down.
We'll catch you. Don't worry. It's fine.
Get a blanket and like.
Yes, it'd be like Dumbo.
I know when we can ask to do this, brother.
The thing is, why are they guarding this tower? Why are they guarding this tower and no way in? It doesn't make sense.
Brother can start digging. Oh,
Some
Brother
form of
Erm.
sacred relic.
Wait, hold on. I've got a relic in my backpack. I wonder if I put that on there. Yeah, they ain't got no.
And there's no, it's not shaped like a natural formation where a door might be. Like looking at the configuration of the windows, is there not like a natural space that would?
No, there's not. It's not sheet stone, but it's like normal architecture, and there's just not a space where a door would be. It's
So
just
this is
like
not.
carved stone.
So this is just the build up here of all the years and all the soil and whatever in it. Trying to.
Yeah, but then this isn't the guard tower then, or this isn't the
I don't know, but it
where our
looks
quarry
ominous.
lives.
Building just bit. I don't
This
know.
is just a random building that they happen to be
Yeah, I don't
guarding.
think we need to bother with this building. I think that's just shit. That's just an odd, just looking. But I don't understand why there's guard towers around it. Maybe it might have been useful in the past, and maybe there's a way below it.
I've sent somebody something. Okay, right, that's
No
fine.
idea who you would have sent it to.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yep,
this is
so-
where we're meant to be then. We're meant to. God, I've forgotten his name again. We're looking for the command. The guard
Rag. I can't remember. It's not Rag.
Yeah.
Rag-
You can, if I have a look at the scene and I take off like fog of war, you might see a little bit better, might you? Let's have a look. Okay.
There's no signs of life or any movement whatsoever in this tower, as
No.
if it's.
No, you should be able to see the entire scene now. No.
Right, that's
Yeah, I
still
can see
far.
it from the. I can see it from my own map. I think.
Yeah. So you are all kind of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, well, it's just. I can see where the lights are. That's about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to think if there's any way where you can see what's been. Is there any freshly dug or covered up bits that I can notice?
Well, if you're looking around for things that are freshly dug and that, you can see towards the southwest there is like a outbuilding that's kind of half buried
Oh,
down there.
okay. Well, I'm going to have a wander over there
Okay.
then.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a
So,
look.
yeah, as you can see, it's kind of into the mountain or like rubble. It's another tier to the city. So all of that different terrain is kind of like rubbly type stuff.
Well, I'm going to go over there and have a look in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking if that leads into the mountain, that's going to
Yeah.
somehow wind up and wind us up into that thing there. Because I've got a feeling that's what's going to do. Might be wrong.
Okay. You look, it's an unassuming stone arch with almost like a tomb entrance, but there is definite stairs down into it.
Right, I'm going to motion for the others. Come here, come over here.
What have you found?
Right.
Found an entrance with stairs going down.
Is this going to lead us towards the canal where the bodies get loaded in? How?
Well, you know that like the latrines are the other side of this tower.
So I'm guessing this is where the guards come from, so we could go through there and go. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense for them to be guarding nothing. That was too heavily fortified.
So I'm guessing this is where the guards come from, so we need to go in this way, and we're dressed as guards anyhow, and we can just go past them about no repercussions, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Right. So are you all going in? Some of you going in?
No, I think we'll
Yeah.
all go in.
Oh,
May as well.
yeah, we'll go in.
All going in.
Information.
Well, 2x2. Oh, and I'll leave at the front because I don't want him to stab me in the bum.
Okay. We will put you in.
Ooh.
It is a narrow staircase that you're coming down stairwell. I'll put you in.
I guess we shouldn't be seeing all of that on the screen, on Colin's screen.
Well, obviously not. You can't. You can see what you can see.
As a map.
If you click.
Where
You are
should
here.
we go?
It's one of those tourist maps. You are here.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So there is a door at the bottom. There's a faint smell of like overripe fruit that is just piercing the stench of Brother Tetanus and indeed these other two miscreants that you've got.
Okay, well, I guess we're.
There seems to be a wooden door at the bottom.
Well,
Guess we're going to the wooden door.
Yeah, open the wooden door.
Okay. You should be able to move around, so you choose your order, you choose who's moving, who's opening the door.
Oh, I can't get no further than that.
You should be able to click the door.
Is that door? I can't see anything quick.
In fact, yeah, that's open, isn't
Yeah,
it?
on the character sheet, it's.
All right, if I shift you in, if I move you in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aussie and I showing everything where
Yeah.
our character sheets are not.
Okay, so you should be able to see a room now with some carts, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, there are two carts in there. The door creaks open, obviously of what you've opened. There are two doors to your north. It's a stronger scent of overripe fruit in there, and there's some hemp sacks discarded on the floor and on the base of the carts. You can also hear the sound of some people to the north. You can hear there's like faint laughter.
Maybe we should tell them there's a fire.
Can we tell which door? If I put my ear up against the.
You would have to make a check, but it would be a very easy one. It would be like difficulty 8, I would say. Presence to determine which one. Yeah, it's the one that you're in front of.
Right, so I think we'll take the other door.
Okay.
The door that doesn't have the voices behind it.
Can we lift this hemp sacks up, please, and just see what's in it?
Yeah. The sacks are empty.
Do they give us a flashback to when we were in hemp sacks?
They do not. They're small, probably like potato sacks size.
Yes, they're not.
Is there fruit in here?
All dead assassin side size. So.
Is there any fruit in here we can eat?
No, there is not.
You had your dinner before you left.
No, I know. Just want more food.
Right. So
Well, we
I
need a
say we
post.
take the door that doesn't have the voices behind it. We'll go that way. And
Yeah, you're going that way. Okay. You can
Oh,
open
obviously,
it.
just bear in mind that there's people about, so we'll not clank about the place.
Yeah. See if you can walk through it. Yeah, you can get through it, can't you? Okay.
I'll open door. Can I open door?
You should be able to.
Is it left click or right click?
I think it's left click.
No, I can't. It's not letting me open it. Sorry.
Let me have a look then. Let me just make sure it's not locked.
Well, I can use a lockpick.
Yeah. I'm just zooming in. Okay. You should be able to see anyway. Right. So as you open the door, you get like a little gentle breeze of warmth come from the room, and you can see ahead of you there's like a roaring fire with a rug in front of it. Okay. It's a big stone fireplace ahead. Are you entering? There doesn't seem to be a sound of anything. Right. As you step in, Olsvar,
Yeah.
you as you can probably see, there is a bookcase to the north with lots of different books on them, and there's a bed in the corner. And on the bed there is a woman. She is partially bald, and she's kind of got a leg screwed up to her chest, and she's pulling on her hair, like quite roughly, and putting it in her mouth. As she does, there's a jangle of chains from her wrist and her neck, and she's there.
I'm gonna approach her if I may. So, young lady, may I be of assistance?
Okay. I'm gonna do a reaction and see how she reacts to you. Let's have a look.
I shall point my crossbow her direction just in case.
Yeah.
The reaction's not good. Just from the door.
Okay. She kind of like scurries really far back to the corner, as far back as she can possibly go. And she starts trembling and going, no.
Look,
No.
young lady, we're not guards. We're disguised as guards because we were come here to have words with Ragnar because we were prisoners ourselves. My friends are now coming in the door and we're dressed as guards.
Tell
We're
her.
not guards. We're here to help people.
Hello, Zarvi, you got a lady friend in here?
Yes, poor girl's scared of us because we're wearing armor. Guards, and I told her we're dressed as guards. We are not guards. We're here to help.
Is it your plan to tell everybody?
No, tell her because
Are we made?
no, she's generally frightened of me, and I'm coming across as a nice person, unlike you lot.
She does look terrified to you, yeah.
Is she a camp follower?
What? Are you with the two-headed basilisks, young lady?
She says, keep away, or I'll gouge your eyes out.
What?
You're not touching me again.
I didn't touch you. Maybe some. I'm trying to think of the way I can. What can I do to prove we're not? What have I got on there? I'll give her a pickled turnip.
Yeah, you can see as you pull out like the pickled turnip, and you look at her and gently offer it to her. You can see her eyes like are quite sunken. Her skin is sallow. Her arms, as she kind of like cowers away like that. All the forearms are bruised to high heaven, and there's obviously chafing marks from like former manacles there.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to. I've got a key. I'm gonna see if this works to get you free of these manacles. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I want you to roll defense versus D6.
Hold on. Is that just defense? Yeah.
Defend versus D6. Yeah. And obviously you've got armor, so. Okay. Right, so she immediately kind of lunges forward to you, and she's got a sharpened kind of bone that she tries jabbing through the artery in your neck. She's kind of like screaming and howling, "Keep away from me!"
I loose the crossbow bolt at her.
Okay. I'll not make you roll. It is quite easy to shoot her from where you are. And she's lies dead with a pool of blood seeping into the ragged furs, old tattered furs that are in there.
We did have a nice bed there, Six. Well, until you made a bloody
Well,
mess.
you decided to rouse her. We could have sneaked past.
Yeah.
So
I would say on a 10, somebody may have heard.
Also, more rations.
Oh God! Tetanus.
So basically, I'm going to go over. I'm going to retrieve my bolt, wipe it off, and I'm going to put her under the covers.
I'm going to have a look in this bookcase, please, to find scrolls for tetanus.
Mm-hmm.
And myself.
And I'll sort of go to Elsvar. Can we not draw attention to ourselves in future, please?
I was trying to help, Sigvar.
I will try to help. We've got a mission.
I think this young lady was held for the deprivations of the soldiers to slake themselves on. Probably the ending that you gave her, Sigvar, is probably the kindest one.
Seemed like a broken person, but we don't need screaming and shouting and drawing attention to ourselves.
Right, so Olsvar roll a d4 and Sigsvar roll presence.
Hold on, wrong. Shit, hold on.
God.
Okay, there is that noise again in this room saying, "We should go, now is the time. We grow strong."
What the hell is that?
Is that for everybody or just me this time?
Yeah, just you. Nobody else can hear a thing.
I just sort of shake my head and go, this place is far too strange.
Okay.
A nice fire here. Oh, was there anything in this bookcase? I was trying to find scrolls.
You search through the things on the bookcase. There are many kind of like old books and scrolls, but they seem to be on like anatomy and how to remove blood from bodies and things like that. They're insanely dusty, like they've not been touched in centuries.
Ah, Brother Tetanus, would you like some anatomy books? You might need them.
Oh, I certainly have a regard for them. What sort of things are they? Just diagrams of the human body, that kind of thing?
Yes, stuff will help you get blood from something.
But also to work out which parts of the body can be removed without affecting the efficacy of the brain and the operation.
There is a malaise of them.
Are there Malays textbooks?
No, a malaise. There's loads of it. That's what I mean.
Well,
that was right, a malaise of them.
I suggest we do not linger and keep moving.
You're on a mission here, Sigsar.
We're all on a mission. That's the whole point of being here.
Try and get some rest first.
So,
Says it occurs
I'm
to me
going
that I
to-
don't actually know this mission.
Hmm?
Kill
It occurs
Ragnar.
to me that I don't know this mission. Says.
Well, basically, the guard commander of this city has overstepped his boundaries and it needs to be taken care of.
Yes.
As I put my ear against the door to the next room.
Right. Okay. Okay, you can make a presence check, see if you can hear anything. You don't hear anything. Except the voices.
Yeah.
But
sort of
not
step-
from the other room.
I'm hearing nothing. Somebody else might want to listen before we go in.
I'll go. Where am I?
Somebody has something that might help. I do
I
believe.
hear a trumpet.
Yes. Okay, you certainly can't hear anything. Doesn't sound like there's anything in the next room.
Can I use my stones and roll them? Because I haven't rolled them, have I?
Roll
can.
away the stones.
You can use your stones. So let's have a look. They are the stones from the Thalelmus Lost Temple. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to roll them for directions and what we can do and what, yeah, that is the plan.
Yeah?
But I roll a D something.
Yeah, so you roll a presence difficulty 10,
Okay.
and they will tell you if you're correct, if there is danger in the next room. Okay, so that's a fail, but I think they still tell you the truth.
Sorry.
They still tell you the truth, but you can't test again until the sun is set.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Is there danger in the next room? Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Right, I think we'll just have to go on our wits anyway. So I'll have the crossbow ready if somebody wants to open the door.
I'm saying at Sigsar, there's no danger in the next room.
Well,
your stones
maybe let's not get complacent. So if somebody wants to open the door, I'll have the crossbow ready.
I'll open it as I've only got one arm to do anything with.
You're kind of armless, aren't you?
Yeah.
Armless.
Right, yeah. Okay, so you look into the next room. Seems like there is a bunch of old, thick wooden tables. There are scraps of food left on old plates.
I would suggest we rest up and hold up in that room with a fire.
Where's the sample of dining room? Surely there'd be a room with actual beds and barracks.
I would imagine so. Deeper in, looks like it's a setup for people to live in. So
The
there's
other room is just a place for their whore. Although she didn't seem particularly keen about the whole affair.
Could we rest up, possibly in the next room?
Well, I'm kind of looking for somewhere that's not a thoroughfare where people walk through all the time. A dining room hints to me that people will visit it at least 3 times a day.
Well, everyone's at the feast, aren't they? Everyone's at the festival. They will be back for a while. They'll only. I think everyone who's here was here. Up top. But I agree. I would like something which is a little more guarded. This has 3 doors. This room.
It
Maybe
does.
sorry, just-
4 doors even.
Yeah.
Technically 4, yeah, if you count the one you've come through, yeah.
So
What's down here?
this one might either this one or this one's going to lead to the kitchen.
Oh, that one.
I mean, you're the military man, Sigzar. I defer to you. Where you think we should go next?
If we go into the kitchen, there might be provisions and a way to lock, but then their staff is going to appear definitely for the morning. If they've even had the night off for the festival, they're definitely going to appear middle of the night and morning to prepare breakfast.
Right.
So maybe push on through this door.
As you say.
Same again. Somebody has a
Can I
listen.
open the door? Can I open the door? No.
No, but have a listen first.
All right.
Yeah, again, it will be presents.
I've got good presents. Hold on. I've got Christmas presents. Haha.
Dum.
Yeah, sorry, presents. Yeah.
Oh, that is good. Okay. Right, let me have a look. See what there is. Okay. Right. Just checking. Right, okay. And right. So, you can hear noise in there. There is kind of like a solitary voice. Kind of roughly speaking to somebody, saying, "Oh, come on, stop that."
Like he sounds drunk.
Yeah.
Not really. More like he's a bit. More like he's a bit annoyed, but just like, a bit like get out of it kind of thing.
Like he's muttering in his sleep.
So, Sigvar, there is voices in there. How do you proceed? We go in there.
Right.
I
Well,
think they're dressed up as guards. We just go in there.
well, right. That's what we'll do. We'll just go in as if we're meant to be there. But who else has a crossbow?
I do.
Right.
So-
Okay.
2 people across. Somebody goes in first. 2 people across crossbow follows. If there's any sort of alarm or challenge, the 2 of us with a crossbow take them out quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a very good chance that everyone here kind of knows each other and reckon each other's faces. Yeah, we can't just turn up and say, "Oh, it's my first day."
No, we've got to play the part, haven't we? Well,
Yeah.
Sigvar's the soldier.
Big pardon.
It seems like certainly the building, the room that you're in, the tables look like repurposed mortuary slabs. So who knows what this next room could be. But there's certainly somebody in there.
Anyone else want to go in, or have I got first?
Well, I need somebody to open the door first so that basically have a clean shot with a crossbow.
That's me. I'll do it.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. Ooh,
Yeah,
boys,
yeah.
oh,
Straight in
walk
on
the
your,
tables. It's fine. And
From
hello.
South Park.
basically straight in on your shoulder.
You opened it.
Second door. Yay.
Right. As you open it, a guard from inside looks up. You can see there is, when I can find it, a single bloody chair in the center of a room with a
Ooh.
bloodied stone column by its side. On the floor in front of you, there is a three hounds, ragged, scabby mutts that are there, and they're gnawing on like a ragged arm. They're tearing the flesh off it as the guard is kind of pulling a body to one side, a dead body, and he looks up, kind of surprised.
Okay, so I'll shoot the guard.
Well, I was going to say maybe that's kind of like a good cliffhanger at 10 to 11. Do you really want to get into
Rather than start another comeback.
You
Yeah.
stinky little
Yep,
person.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
sounds good.
So we can stop there.
I'm guessing we won't be here next Wednesday as it is Christmas Day. So
Yeah, that's right.
Or,
Yeah,
or just annoy the family, sure, why not?
I know. So I'll put them dogs there.
And a
so
very
you can
special Christmas edition of MÖRK Borg.
Yeah.
It's Santa in his
Yes.
room.
We ain't got dogs.
That's
We got Prancer and Dancer.
Fa la 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 la.
So yeah, you're definitely venturing deeper into this mortuary come stockade to find Kratar. You found some of his denizens that are in there, I guess.
And
yeah.
and they're not very nice people.
They're really not nice people, no.
Which is fine.
But why have you been asked to kill them? That's the question. Other than the fact that they deserve it.
Well, it's the
So,
joys of this world we're in, isn't it? We don't quite know.
yes, that's right. That's right.
We have questions, and I think some of us have just resigned ourselves to the fate.
Yeah.
There's no operating in this world without being part of some faction or
No.
protection, so there's no neutral
Hope
parties.
where it's going, mate. That's really good job,
Right.
mate. That's really
Cool.
good.
Cool. So
Thanks, John
I
and
think
Colin.
the next one, like you said, will be
In the new year.
kind of when we come back in January.
Yep, the new year.
Yes, that's right.
If I don't speak to you before, Colin and Lee or Trousers, have a very good Christmas and a happy New Year.
And
Everyone else.
Indeed.
as well.
You too, Andy.
And I'm sure at some point we'll be on over December anyway. In one shape
I
or
just thought I'd say that
Yeah.
anyway, because it's a nice thing to say, and you're all good people.
Yeah,
from Colin,
indeed.
well,
And to
just
all
ransack
the
everyone and
people
kill
that have
everyone.
Cool. So you wrap up then, Colin?
sounds good to me. Well, thanks everyone for playing. Thanks everybody for who tuned in. And just easy to say, until next time, keep updated with the channel, do the type of clicky things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.